Dog dish soap?
No.
I'll smell fresh and clean for about
12 minutes.
12 minutes.
I'm gonna stop.
I feel like these are perfect specimens for a douche commercial.
It's like natural. That's your natural smell. Like these girls are just sitting. Like God bless them that they're that open.
I love it.
Their cooters.
Yeah, I love it.
Let's blow the show for everybody.
I think you've been high for every show.
That's not it's already recording.
Oh, okay, no, so let's start the show.
You need stress in your life.
I feel like stress does help you.
It does. Every now and then you need stress.
Not for everybody, though. Some people don't work well with stress.
I believe it. And I believe everybody needs to be depressed naturally every once in a while. It's healthy to be depressed. Not for long periods of time, but it is healthy. I can't explain.
Because you feel like you're coming out of something.
I feel like
once
we're in
you
a
get out of
world
it.
where everybody has to
be
be...
Are we on right now?
You always ask.
Okay, I know. Okay.
You always ask.
Everybody has to be medicated. Everybody has to be on something.
I agree with that.
Sometimes it's natural to
have a little
be
stress.
depressed, have anxiety.
I would agree with that.
You need anxiety. It keeps you at your sharpest.
I think some more people suffer from anxiety versus not having anxiety. Like, I don't feel like I suffer from anxiety. I suffer from like overcharge. Like, I'm just a naturally overcharged person. But with
Which gives me anxiety.
well, maybe it gives other people anxiety.
Yeah, like I get anxiety.
But it doesn't give me anxiety.
Obviously not you, Eric.
And
Okay,
with
everybody
that-
around you, Eric.
To all my friends and family out there, Shana Tova to you.
Are we upside down?
We are upside down, but right side up. We're coming to you live from Boca Raton, Florida, with these two knuckleheads. I'm Eric Glass. This is Anthony Rosenfield. This is Daniel.
Straight out of West
Rosenfield.
Boca, baby.
What's our studio called soon?
Silly Boy Studios.
There you go, Silly.
And all I have to say
silly boy. Great
is,
job, Jonathan,
Anthony,
by that.
F your feelings.
F your feelings, Daniel.
Brother John, F your feelings.
And to all the people watching, thank you all 73 of you. F your feelings. F your feelings as well. We've had a lot of people over the time asking what that means. And my cousin Sharon, I want to give a shout out to her because she's given us a lot of love and support. She kind of says, so it's really F our feelings, because we're not saying F your feelings. We're telling you to F our feelings. And that's really true, right? F your feelings is a mantra, and we're going to continue to say that. The mantra is that you should not care what other people think. You should only care about what you think. Do what makes you happy. Don't worry about what other people say and do. We're going to come to you with our thoughts and opinions. If you like them, great. Fantastic. If not, that's okay. F your feelings. But what we really want to do is build a community. And part of that community is you guys liking, subscribing, sharing all of our content. And more importantly, go to the description, click on the link, submit your stories. Tell us what you're feeling. Tell us what you like. Rip us. We want to hear it. If it's funny, we're going to put you on. We're going to send you t-shirts. We're going to send you swag. We're going to have a lot of fun.
We're going to bring your stories up while we're on air.
Exactly.
Exactly. That's what we want to do.
We might show up at your house and insult you in person, so you can tell us to go F ourselves. But with that being said, we like to kind of start the show with the quote of the day. And, you know, you heard us talking a little bit about stress, anxiety, what people deal with on a regular basis. So I kind of feel like this quote kind of inhabits that. The greatest weapon against stress is our ability to choose one thought over another. That is quoted by William James. So you can't stop stressful thoughts from appearing, but you can choose whether to give them power or replace them with something more useful. This shift in perspective is where resilience begins. And for me, that's important because I've done a lot of time, and I'm gonna point something out here with Anthony, because as much as I love Anthony, man, does this MFer drive me crazy, because we'll get into it a little bit. He likes to name call. He calls me vagina boy. He calls me all kinds of names. And the name calling just gets to me. And I need to be better at just knowing that he's just kind of ripping me. The ones that rip you the most are the ones that love you the most. And I do know that about him. So what I want to say is that growing up, I had to deal with a lot of name calling. Being a fat child and getting name called, it's just, so it's always something that kind of gets me. I don't do name calling myself. I may call you a mother part of my French, bleep that out, Jonathan. But I'm not one for name calling. You want to razz me, you want to give me a hard time, great, I'm all for it. But this the name calling doesn't go.
I actually jumped ahead here because that was going to be my annoyed segment.
Well, no, we're talking, but we're talking about the quote of the day, and this kind of feels like it kind of all.
And I just want to say, I love stress. I think stress, you need stress. Stress in your life, I don't agree with it. You need to have a little stress, keeps you sharp. But
And I agree with that, but some people aren't good with stress. I mean, I feel I need stress in order for me to even function and to focus. Stress is good for me, but Eric's right in the sense where you have to be able to
learn how to use it.
Learn how to use the stress to your, and I've done better at that as my career has progressed as a lawyer and so forth. So I've worked on that. I mean, I used to go home and want to hide under my chair. I was so stressed, but now it's how you deal with the stress. Back to what I'm saying about you. That was actually going to be in my annoyed segment tonight.
You can be annoyed
because, and not to like. Did you? I didn't look at it like you not having a sibling or like I had a brother. I had a bunch of brothers, and I had my older brother. My friends, you know our group. We rip each other. I mean, we all take each other very seriously, but there are some times where if you hung around with me and my buddy Rob Solomon, I think you'd have anxiety. No. Like with the stress that if you think what I say to you, Rob and I don't think we're two very serious guys during the day, but when we're dealing with each other personally. My wife even says, do you guys love each other, right?
Would you love each other more, right? All the ripping. Well, I'll tell you this. The hard part for me is not the ripping in person. I'm okay with name calling in person because you call me this, I'll call it to you back, and I can hear tone. But like for me on the text message, like I was getting off an airplane. As you know, I was in Mexico last week. I brought another tchotchke to put on the table. Here you see a little sugar skull. And I'm reading this, and we're trying to come up with the time. It's been a very tough week for us to get together because of the holiday, because of the Jewish holiday.
And I'm leaving to Tallahassee, where it was hard. Right. So but we're committed.
And seeing all this and happening, so it wasn't until I actually got on the phone and I called him and I was like, right, our conversation was civil.
Conversation was great.
So that a lot of times
I still will call you a vagina face sometimes, and you're acting like a bitch.
Fine. You have a tendency to get a bit.
Ouch, my pussy hurts.
Yes. You get a little bit hypersensitive, and you have a bit of a short fuse. I don't know if it's from lack of food, where you don't have enough sustainability. I don't know what it is.
The diet is on.
Last week I said something. We and Eric and myself were out, and I said something, nothing like. Just passively, you need to, here he goes with his food. Eric said, that's it, I'm leaving. I said, Eric, just relax. And then we hugged each other. You had like this little
I need to get it out of my system, right? Look, I'm not one to hold a grudge. I'm definitely, once it happens, I'm good, let's move on.
You are very quick with your move on, but sometimes just don't let it bother you. I'm not doing it in a rude way, I promise you. I'm doing it in a way where I'm just trying to fuck. Once I know you're sensitive, now I'm playing on it.
It's just salt on a wound.
I want to tell you, so how badly, you should hear Wendy can tell you. It's like, I was recording stuff. I'm not sending that. I was recording like, you am ever. And I was like, I'm not sending that.
I wasn't
like, what are you doing? Like, if I send this, he's just going to use it against me, son of a bitch. And I'm like, that's when I picked up the phone and called him. But, it's like, I know this about myself. And part of like me growing older and being better is recognizing some of these things. It's hard.
But I'm sorry. Listen, I didn't take into account that it might have happened in your childhood. I didn't take it into account. But listen, you're friends with our group. I mean, you've been around Daniel's the biggest. But he told me you don't say things like I do to him. I can't imagine Daniel not fucking with you sometimes.
Eric,
I couldn't imagine
even
you
in
not.
the car here, Eric doesn't have a tendency. Eric loves to argue with me. If I say something, you're stupid. You're wrong. You're an idiot. You're a failure.
He literally told me, sorry to talk about sports so early in our podcast, that he was okay with losing Tyreek Hill, their best wide receiver, because they're so deep. Because they're so deep in wide receiver. Give me a fucking.
It's funny you say that because I was thinking, you know what? This is what's great about the show. We can go off on fucking topics here and there. We try to come in with a cheat sheet, but at the end of the day, I was thinking about Daniel during this Dolphin game the other day, and I know him so goddamn well. First of all, you never felt like we were going to win that game. Always you felt like we could lose at the end. You always felt like they could lose. And our defense is bunky poo-poo. And he doesn't understand.
Bunky poo-poo.
It's bunky poo-poo. And this guy thinks, because we're going to beat Carolina next week, because we probably will, we'll be 2-3, I already am starting to hear the chirps of my brother. And I know what the situation is.
Miami
this team
has
is
the
terrible.
Football, the greatest football team of nothing. All right,
I just don't want. Listen, Dolphins, you might get your win this week. No one loves the Dolphins more than me, but I'm realistic.
Look,
that defense is poo-poo, and we're in big trouble.
Daniel is truly a fan. I just wish sometimes.
I'm a fan.
Hold on, but sometimes he just sees things so awkward.
I don't.
But look, let's not get off. Let's
not get too off topic.
We're going to the playoffs this year. Okay, what's that? Mommy, hello. Can I have some?
All I will tell you is next week I'm going to tease. I did bet Daniel that the Dolphins were going to lose, and if not,
While we're on this, could you name all our bets out there? I was talking to Daniel. I'm forgetting all the bets. What was the bet where you're saying at Louisville was something?
Okay,
he lost that bet.
Let me talk.
So what does he got to wear?
He's got to wear Louisville. All Louisville to Louisville.
So for which game?
What bet did I lose on that one?
Oh, you mean against the New England Patriots?
Oh my God! So there you go. I'm
Okay,
you guys
stop.
bet so much. I forget.
So let
the
me
bets.
clarify things. So the bet, Eric and myself made a bet. Dolphins. Eric thought the Dolphins were going to lose to the Jets last
almost
Monday,
did.
and so they did not. They won. So in that
did.
bet, Eric has to wear all Dolphin gear, and I get to choose, I guess, a location.
How are we going to
Okay, so we're going to, most likely, I'm saying outside of a shopping center in South Florida, we have Publix, where Eric's going to be dressed up in Dolphins. It's going to be kind of like celebrating when people come in and out. Miami has the Dolphins. I'm even going to have like a music. Miami has the
Wait a second,
Dolphins.
but what about this other bet?
That's-
Because
hold
we're
on,
going to
I'm not-
Louisville. Our brother John's
Okay.
going to be here, so I'm calling all
I'm
four
not
of us
done.
right now for the
I
game.
agree. So, and I want to leave it to the audience. If you guys have any, or women, guys, women, if you have any other suggestions other than outside of Publix where he can celebrate dressing Dolphin gear, please let us know. We would love to hear your opinion.
In the
Now,
description, there's a submit story or just comment on the clip.
Eric did. He is correct. He called me out. It was actually against the Colts. I thought the Dolphins were going to beat the Colts.
No, it was the Patriots.
It was the
Okay,
Patriots.
whatever.
See, you guys
I
bet
have
so much,
to-
I forget our bets.
I have to dress in all Louisville at the next game. So
but I don't know if I
want.
want him next to me in all Louisville on my
not?
Kane game.
How mean.
I don't
And I'm
want
going to
you
be a
next to me in all-
diehard Louisville fan. I secretly am going to still want the Kings to win, but I have to respect the bet, and I will be doing
Where are you
it
going to
with
get all this
Jonathan
Louisville
coming.
gear?
That's
I'll
called
buy
Amazon.
some. I'm going to order it.
Who's going to order it? Like,
I'll order it,
is that a part of the
unfortunately.
bet? Does Eric have to buy you at
No,
least?
No,
a
I
close
have
one?
to buy it.
lose.
I have to
Okay,
buy it.
I got you. Okay,
Don't they have it at
perfect.
the local store? Can I get it at the Hurricane store?
Dime life.
So I'm going to get some gear, and I'm looking forward to that.
Now-
Okay.
Now, with all that being said, we mentioned earlier, we talked about stress, and some people thrive on stress. Some people use it, they channel it. I know, Daniel, you've been dealing with some stressful things. Once again, we talked about Yom Kippur. Yom Kippur, for me, is a holiday I love and hate at the same time because it's a great time to reflect on what has happened for the year, right? That's what Jews do. We atone for our sins, and we think back about what we could have done better and what we did good, and we spend time with family and just ourselves, right? We don't do anything, and we don't eat. But what we do at the end of the Yom Kippur is we break the fast. And Daniel is going to have a huge party. Now, I'm going to hand it over to Daniel because this part, to me, is very stressful, what he has going on.
You know, this is going to go right into my, what's the segment? Annoying part of the week. I'm annoyed. So we put out every break fast. Typically, it's customary to put out a big spread where everybody comes and celebrates the ending of the fast, 24-hour fast. Obviously, we spent all this money this year, and we're looking forward to a big break fast. And of course, my son gets 103 degrees fever, and he's been sick for 6 days. In fact, he's home right now. We're tinkering tomorrow, taking him to the hospital, definitely taking him to the doctor. But, we had to call off the fast. We spent all this money.
103.9 fever.
103.9.
That's very scary.
So we gave him some Motrin. It's one of those things.
That is a heavy fever for a kid.
So I thought we should
That's
just take him to the
very
hospital tonight. But obviously, we spoke to the doctor. Doctor's like, let him sleep one more night and take him 9:30 in the morning to the doctor. So things happen. It is what it is, but it's unfortunate. It is annoying. I'm annoyed. You can't plan anything. You got to
Especially when you have little kids.
Yeah.
Especially
We
so
talk
that's
about
my
that all the
annoying
time.
part.
The germ cesspool that is children.
That's correct.
Cesspool
Yeah, that's
that is
correct.
children.
It's terrible.
And listen, it's hard. It's a hard age. And like I said, I've said this before, I can't even conceptualize what you're, like, I know I did it,
Yeah.
but I couldn't imagine doing it again.
I know.
I actually get anxiety when I hear your stories. But I did this young. I did this very young. I did it already.
I just want to say something. My wife went to synagogue this morning for the holiest day of the year. And I was the one walking with the baby around the neighborhood. Eric came out in his underwear. It's so nice to see him half naked. It's great. That wakes me up. Gives me a lot of anxiety.
Well, I was sitting on the couch.
Without your shirts?
Yes.
Yeah, it was just
Outside?
Yes.
Yeah.
With that stuff you have hanging?
Yes.
No,
Now,
you
Anthony,
didn't.
now close your eyes and visualize it like me. I'm closing and visualizing, and I'm scared. And I have anxiety.
I walk around without my shirt, but I'm not saying I have a nice body.
All joking aside, Eric looks great. He's starting to look
Oh, no, he looks great, but he's doing a thing to get rid of the
But
thing.
as I was walking the baby around the neighborhood, I see all the religious and all the mothers. I felt like they all looked at me. Who's this weird guy walking with a baby? It looked like I don't know. Everybody was a nanny or a mother. I was the only.
It is. Listen, you're at that age. You're at
And
that
it's
age.
hot as hell outside.
It
God
is
bless
so.
you.
That's what I'm saying.
Another annoying. That could be
I'm
another.
annoyed.
I mean,
Hot as
that's
balls.
South Florida weather.
It's stupid.
The last few days, I got into my car the other day. Ross and I went to lunch, and it was so hot out in my car. I couldn't even get the air. It took 20 minutes for my car to be even refreshed. It was awful.
I hate it.
And I'm like, listen, I'm not a global warming guy. I don't understand it. I'm not a science guy, so I'll go with what the scientists say. There's something going on with our weather.
But would you say maybe it has to do with our age? I feel like every year is hotter than ever, but maybe it's the older we get, the more annoying
don't
we
know.
get.
I actually don't think it's hotter.
Oh my God!
hold
You're
on.
telling me summers here isn't hotter?
Hold on.
Summers here are deadly.
Hold on, the summers here are hot. I'm not saying they're not hot.
Deadly.
I'm talking about the temperature-wise. But what makes it really hot here in Florida, for those who have been here, is something we call humidity. Thank you very much. Something called humidity. When you walk outside, it's not just hot. It's hot, and then it's like then the humidity comes and smacks you in the face, and it's like this heavy. It's like a heavy heat when you stand outside, and it makes you sweat instantaneously.
Now, fortunately, by the end of this month, it's cooling down. It's autumn.
Yeah, it's already
and
starting to
usually it's good
This is
5
like the
months.
nicest time in
is
Florida.
it.
Once you get into
Mid-October,
end of October, it's the nicest.
So I'm looking forward to that.
But when nice for us, to other people, they're coming here and they're thinking it's the greatest thing, obviously, on earth. But I can see why they want to come here. But it's not. It's still hot. I mean, our
Ridiculous.
summers are hot still.
I will
and our
take
winters.
the heat for 3 months that it is 90-something degrees. And it's funny because I'll look on the thing, it'll say 92 degrees, but then it'll says feels like 103.
Yeah.
Because that humidity, that dew point is terrible. For not having to shovel snow and for it to be 30 degrees outside.
I agree with that.
I was in Indianapolis visiting my mom for Thanksgiving, and we want to go shopping. And you're wearing a coat, and you're wearing all this stuff, and then you go inside, and so then you got to take it off.
Yeah.
Then when you got to put it back
agree.
on, I'm like, hell, that. That's why I'll take 3 months of hot. Not have to deal with that
And
nonsense.
it's funny because I lived in, as you guys know, I lived in Canada for 7-8 years. I lived in very cold places in Canada. I lived in Winnipeg, Manitoba. I lived in Nova Scotia. So Winnipeg was a very dry cold. Nova Scotia was very wet cold. Toronto was normal, northeastern cold, like Boston and New York. But when I lived there, it wasn't that terrible to me. You get used to it. But now, it's funny, in my older age, living now in Florida, I can't go to cold for a day or two. It bothers me.
I will say,
it actually
Winnipeg
gets to me
must
now.
have been blistering
Winnipeg,
cold.
I used to pee
Mine is
on the
30.
wall. I used to go outside and have a cigarette outside of my dorm.
And it would freeze.
And I'd freeze your pee.
Oh,
I mean, that's how
ridiculous.
cold
Yeah, that's
Winnipeg
miserably
was.
cold.
It was miserably cold. But there is, like Eric said, it's the getting your car ready before you have to turn it on.
Yeah.
Now you can, back in those days when I lived there, you couldn't turn it on first. You had to go turn it on, go run back in the house and wait for it to heat up.
Yep.
And just the scraping of the ice on the window in the morning,
terrible.
all of that, listen,
No,
it's a
thank
different way
you.
of living.
No,
God bless all the people that live in the
We'll
cold
take
areas.
Florida
of our
all day
country.
long.
We'll take Florida all
I
day
don't
long.
mind the heat. I mean, look, I get it's a bit oppressive when you're outside for more than 10 minutes, but I don't truly mind it. But
I know that Daniel's been going to the gym, and he's been struggling with music and listening to things. So he's telling me about these headset Tozo. Am I saying it right?
Tozo. So
$30? Tell me more.
Okay, so
How do I get
Eric,
these?
I know you go to the gym, right? A lot.
Yeah,
And
yeah.
Anthony, you went through a thing where you were running around the neighborhood
But
and
now I
walking, but
can't.
you never listen to music?
I always listen to music. I put on my headphones.
So for years and years, I would use the small little head pieces that go on my ears, and I don't know about you, but
What, from your phone?
you
Music
know
from your
how
phone?
like sometimes you can just buy like those little Sonys or whatever, you just put them
But
in
where's
your
the
ear.
music coming from? Your phone?
Yeah.
Okay, gotcha.
Of course.
Okay.
So you put it in your ear, and for me, after a while, my ears get bruisey. I start to bruise, and it gets irritated. So I love these. I always been a fan of Dre's headset, and I once had a pair. I paid like
What was
$400.
Dre's headset called?
Dre's.
Dr. Beats.
Dr.
Beats.
Beats. I'm sorry. And I broke it, and I'm like, the hell with this. I found this company online. I kid you not, I was just randomly, I'm like, I need a cheap pair for the gym. They're called Tozos. Unfreaking believable. I put them on. It's surround sound, beautiful.
What do you
can
like
talk.
about it?
It's just it's like beautiful, crisp, clear.
Doesn't
loud
hurt your
music.
ears.
It doesn't hurt my
Is
music.
it over the ear or
and
in
it's
the ear?
over the ear. Now I know what you're going to say. You work
Oh,
out,
is
it
it
gets
over the
sweaty.
ear like
yes,
this or over the
yes,
ear?
it's over.
Oh,
It's over.
But that's like Beats.
Oh, it's
But that's how
fantastic.
Beats are.
No, Beats have in the ear. So Beats have, there's a couple. They have over the ear.
I have the
I have
over the ear
over the ear.
one
Hold
from
on, there's
Beats.
going over the ear like
Right.
this,
Yeah.
over the ear like this, and then it sits in the ear, and then they have the ones that just go in the ear like this.
Yeah, I don't. But you like these. I know
I
you
mean,
called me
I-
too. You
let
were
me
very
tell you,
excited about these.
I highly recommend. Listen, we're not
We're not even a
promoting them
promoter of the
yet.
company,
Are they
but
noise-
listen,
are they
They are
noise-
fantastic.
Are they
noise canceling, and you can talk to people on
And
it.
you
It's
don't
like
find
a
that you're sweating too much with them over
You know
your
what I
head
do?
like that?
Every now and then when I start to really sweat, I take a towel and I wipe the inside for 1 second. And it's
So-
fine. It clears it. It's fantastic. I highly for $30. I bought 4 of them. I have them for each car I'm in. I have them for my house. I have them for my wife.
really? You gotta get
Fantastic.
me a
I highly
pair for my
yeah,
run.
you know,
I'm gonna
I
go
say-
back to running
Jonathan
soon.
will show it on the. I highly recommend it for anybody that works out or active.
I mean,
person.
I must be an idiot. I spent $300 for mine.
Stupid.
I
Waste of
love
money.
mine. Technique sound is amazing. I don't
He's
hear
telling-
nothing.
he's telling you
on
this
an
is great.
airplane.
He's telling you
but
he's
I don't
getting-
like over the ears.
Well, I bet you if you look them up, maybe they have
If-
one
if-
that are the
in-
ones you.
Oh, Tozos does have different types. You
In
can
the-
put the one in
There you
here.
go.
I like.
I got the Technique pair that go in my ear, and when I'm in the gym, I can't hear anything but my music.
But Eric, your ear doesn't over time bruise maybe a little bit? Okay, mine does.
So they make different size pieces. But I like the fact that it clears. It's completely in my earbuds, in my ears.
Okay, everybody.
So when it really allows the.
But
music.
you don't notice when you're at the gym, most people now wear the big thing. I see everybody wearing them now.
I sweat too much in the gym. I don't like it.
I'd say 60% of the people are walking around with these.
Yeah, I see it. I sweat too much
because it's comfortable.
I like the ones over the ears, even though you gotta tell you after a while because of the sweat, the material comes up on my ear. The black stuff comes up.
I've had a Tozo for 3 years. It's never done that. Now,
3
really?
years?
I've had we're
just learning about
I'm
this
sorry.
now?
I've had a Tozo for almost 2 years. I have a bunch of. I keep buying them every few months because I love them.
Why do you have to buy them?
For different cars, so I have one in every single room of my house, so I don't have to go into
You love them that much?
Yeah, because for $30, you can never have enough of these things.
Wow, okay.
So you don't have to go anywhere. Anyways, that's just me.
I just take whatever I need. I take them with me. I mean, I love them on the ear.
Daniel's very bougie.
I'm not.
He's got 4 or 5 Tozos, 5, 6 Tozos. He's got one for the car,
Anthony,
one for.
excuse me, teacher. He goes first class, take it everywhere around the world.
That's about
He's bougie.
That's only with travel, but I'm not bougie.
I
with
sit in exit rows, maybe if I'm lucky. Thank you so much.
Are you flying tomorrow?
I am flying, and I'm flying first class. Even
This guy, Mr. Bougie.
Okay, but whatever.
So as you know, I mentioned last week that I was going to Mexico to celebrate Lemore series.
Happy birthday, Lemore. We love you.
Happy birthday, Lemore.
We do love Lemore. And we went to Mexico, and we love going to Mexico. Me and my wife, we've been many times. It's a lot of fun. We did enjoy ourselves, but I started to notice that the tipping thing here is now happening there. And I was really, really surprised. So like when you go places and you buy things,
it asks for a tip
on everything.
Even in Mexico,
Yeah.
I was super surprised, and I'm like, tipping culture is everywhere. It's gotten out of control.
It's
and
out
I
of
was
control.
at a gas station.
And I'm a good tipper, and I feel guilty.
Now,
They did not ask you to tip at a gas station.
I was literally at a gas station. I had bought a Red Bull on the way to the airport. I went to stop at the gas station. I got
There was a tip thing.
and when they turned it around and I swiped, there was a thing for
No,
a tip.
stop it. They don't even do that here. We don't have tipping at gas stations.
I was super.
So the
I was
question is,
super-
where do you draw the line of tipping?
I
Do you
don't know.
tip when you're just doing takeout or ordering a bowl at Bowl A?
What do you do? These are ones I go through with my wife. What do you do when you're going? Like if I go to J. Alexander's to pick up food, what?
I tip $3.
I tip
don't
almost
tip
15%.
No,
still,
absolutely
like,
not.
crazy,
I tip $3.
But I go. What do you do on those when you're picking up?
I struggle with it being in the hospitality industry for so long, but it's like they didn't do anything other than put it in the bag and hand it to me. It wasn't like tip means to ensure proper service.
Yeah.
So and then when you get home and it's wrong and I tip them, it's just like
You're irate.
I'm not irate.
So you being a waiter, what's the proper tip for a takeout?
10%. And if you go to a night, J. Alexander's is an actual restaurant. If I'm picking up at like Einstein Brothers
but I go there all the time. They ask for tips.
Of course, if you go to like a place like
Are they expecting a tip on takeout?
Not a takeout. If you go to Einstein Brothers or to Offerdals, there's a tip thing on there. On theirs.
If I'm picking up something at like a Starbucks or like a bagel place or a sandwich place or a Chick-fil-A, whatever it might be, I'm not tipping those people. Now,
really, you don't put anything on that?
Maybe $1 at Starbucks.
Okay, yeah.
Maybe $1 because they're actually making.
I still get $4 or $5.
Because they're actually making
at
my
Starbucks.
I give even at Starbucks. I'm just.
I'm like Eric. I give $1
They make
tip.
me so uncomfortable with the
I
fucking
just think
tipping.
it's gotten out of control.
Stupid.
Well, let me ask you a question. What is the biggest tip you've ever given? Now, it doesn't have to be at one of these little places. Like, let's say you've gone somewhere. What is the biggest tip?
Listen, I'll buy. My son was waitering this summer, so when I went to go see him, I tipped him like $300 I put in his pocket. But my wife and I were talking about tipping the other day. It's funny, unrelated to us even knowing we were going to discuss this. My wife said it's almost like we're tipping for worse service today. It's crazy. It's like just expected of us almost.
Yes.
And she was saying exactly sort of like you're saying, like we're paying them, and they're not even doing anything, like you said, a service anymore. Right. And even when they give you good service, they still, what about those places that start off at 20, 22, 25%? Yeah. They don't even go down to 18 or 15. They start you at 20, 25.
They do give you like an other button.
I mean, but it's great. But what chutzpah for that? I mean, it's like, how do you even know the service was good? Most of the time, it's pretty crappy.
And what's even harder is like, as we become into a cashless society, like I struggle. I keep cash in my car because when I valet, like I want to tip these guys. Now, of course, you can Venmo them, but what a pain in the ass. You got to Venmo the valet guy. I'm like, look,
stick it in my car.
Yeah, I just keep some cash in the car so I can give this guy like a $5 or something like that.
I do the same thing. Car. That I do.
How about a pet peeve when you're at a bar and they add the tip, then they they give you the receipt and then you add another tip because you didn't see the tip. How many times did they disguise the tip?
It's an additional,
and so you leave
That's
the tip,
messed
and they
up.
do it all the time.
There's a lot of that now, but that's crazy to me. A gas station. I mean, we're getting to that point.
It was a gas station that served food and stuff, but I mean, still.
I don't give a. I mean, if they start what's calling us at gas stations, we've hit a new low. I mean, to say the least. I mean,
it's just a time that we're living in where, like you said, it's expected of us to tip these individuals. It's funny. It's a time where people went above and beyond to give you good service, and now I feel like we talk about all the time. The younger people, they just don't care as much. I don't know what is driving that per se, but I
agree.
Well, it's the area of smartphones. I see what they do. I've seen many times. I've called them out. I'll sit with my wife and say, "Honey, look," and they're on their smartphone in the corner, on the server, on their phone, not paying attention. When we either need, maybe call me a diva, but like I ordered water 5 minutes ago. Yeah, they're on their smarphone.
No, I agree with you. Listen,
that's deduction. And calculate my mind. That's a deduction.
But even if someone, I'm the worst at this because even if someone gave us terrible service, and my wife goes crazy about this. It's a fight we have all the time. I still give all the way. Even if you're awful, I'll give you 18%.
Yeah, I'll never.
Even if you're awful, I'll never give less than 18. I'm that guy.
I'll never give less than 10% in a restaurant.
I get that there's
10%.
Hold on. I said never. Hold on. I said I'll never give less than 10%. And I say that because being in the hospitality industry, I understand that there's good days and bad days. Not everybody's having a good day, and not everybody's having a bad day. But so, like, I don't want to take it out on them because maybe they are struggling at home or something has happened with them, and that bad tip sets them
You're
off.
supposed to act professionally on that. It doesn't matter. You leave your problems at the house.
Do your job. So I'll never penalize.
Agree with sort of both of you.
I will never penalize the server 100%.
Depending on how bad or rude the server is, that's right. But I'll never give less than 10%. I can't do it. But I did read a story where a female server has pictures of her family that she uses when she puts down her thing, and she doesn't have a family. It's made up. It's pictures.
My God.
It's like her nephews and stuff like that.
I hate
so
that.
she uses that as like, oh, my family thanks you, bless you, blah blah blah. And
while she's serving?
Right, she'll talk about.
That would be freaking weird.
She'll talk about her.
Oh, okay. Whatever happened. No, I used to do that. Okay. I thought you said she's like coming with
photos.
Oh, that's sort
fake
of weird.
photos.
Fake photos.
But while she's serving, like I don't want to see.
Let me show you. Hold on. When she gives you your bill at the end, inside of the bill.
That is a little. Listen, I used to use when I worked at Houston's before law school, and I used to get in there always that I'm doing this. I'm going to law school. I called my name Abraham, not because I knew there was a lot of Jews in Aventura. So once I gave Abraham, but Anthony. So I gave Abraham, which is my Hebrew name. So I used Abraham, and I would use these things. And let me tell you, in Aventura, it worked. So I went with it. But
good Jewish boy.
Good Jewish boy going to law school, serving before he starts law school. I had the whole thing done, but I would never stick like a picture of my family in there. Or it's like
well, they're opening up like Houston's in Gaza. Let's see if that works.
That would work there.
Is it in the Trump Tower?
You know, whatever happened just to the smiley face at the end. They would leave a nice smiley face, and then that was it. You appreciate it.
Well, now you get people that write rude messages. Your service sucked, and I wouldn't give you $1 if I was dying on my deathbed.
No, I wouldn't.
People do that. You ever see that?
I've seen it. You've seen like that on videos.
There was another story this week where I read where I think at the Cheesecake Factory where a server got like $10 on a $260 bill. And she went after them. She went after them. She goes, $10 doesn't even cover the cheesecake. And they got into an altercation.
Have you ever had a server come
Hold on. They got into an altercation.
Oh,
and she threw a plate of cheesecake at the people. She was arrested for assault. The server was arrested for assault.
Let me ask you, have you ever had a server come after you because of a low tip? That would be embarrassing.
No,
never happened to me.
I'm not that person.
Anthony, I'm going to say a story you were involved in.
What?
So I don't know if you remember, we went to pick you up at Mount Verde 25 years ago, and we all went to eat. I picked you up in Mom's Volvo. We picked you up from boarding school because my brother was a bad kid, so he was sent away to boarding school. My loving brother. So myself and Ross picked you up at Mount Verde. Mount Verde. Sorry.
It's now a huge basketball school, mind you. It's become like a huge
So we decided to eat at a diner, and we decided not to pay the bill, and we ran out. Now, keep in mind, we were only like 18, 19, 20 years old.
I can't believe I did something like that.
And we ran out, and that waitress was chasing us down the street.
Even when I was a naughty kid, I didn't do things like that. That must have been on my brother's taking to do it.
Three of us.
No, you must have made a decision.
I said,
I wouldn't have made that decision off my head. Like, that's not who I was. Like, I never was naughty.
You know what it is? I think I just saw the movie Elma and Louise or something. And I said, let's do something.
Elma and
what was that? Whatever. Thelma and Louise. Elmo. Okay. And all I remember, Anthony, is that waitress running after us. Wait, come back!
Really?
We just drove off.
Which car were you driving? You're good at all
Mom's
this.
Volvo, her red Volvo.
So you came to pick me up at Mom's Volvo?
I did.
Was I done with Mount Vernon or was I going back to the
you were
community?
just there for the summer. You were coming down for like 2 or 3 weeks
Okay.
the summer or something.
That reminds me of a story for my dad.
I don't remember
And
that.
I'll tell you that, so
Back in, I would say, the early 80s, Burger King had these little mini hamburgers that came they were like 4 in a, they looked like a hamburger, but there were 4 mini burgers. So for my birthday, my dad picked up my friends, we're all in his car, and we go to McDonald's, and we order like all this food, give me a Big Mac and a double cheeseburger and all this food, and we pull around, and my dad goes, oh, Burger King has those mini burgers, let's go there. And as we pull, instead of buying the food, he drove away, and hanging out of the window was the guy with the food going, no, come back. It was like,
I'll never forget, it was the guy hanging out the window. He had the bag of food. He was like, wait, come back. And we went to Burger King. We got that instead.
It's a funny story that I just remember. Like my buddy James would talk about it. Do you remember that time we went to McDonald's with your dad
One of those times.
and he drove away, and the guy was hanging out of the window with the food?
You're gonna tell me James and them didn't fuck with you and say fucked up things to you?
Yeah.
I want to know about James now. I want to know about your
James-
childhood.
So James,
James was a good friend of mine. Rest in peace.
unfortunately, he died of a
Oh,
drug
shit.
overdose.
Oh, my God.
Jesus.
A while back. But when I was in 3rd grade, I had moved, as you know, I moved to Tampa. It was my first year there. I didn't have any friends. I was Elfers Elementary School, and I met James. He had red hair. We became friends funny enough, with a McDonald's cheeseburger. My dad sent me to school. I had 2 cheeseburgers.
You gave him one.
I gave him
That was
one.
your way to get in.
He was hungry.
Cheeseburgers could do it in 3rd grade.
Yeah, so I gave him a
It was only
cheeseburger.
$1 for like
Yeah, but in
And-
3rd grade, that
And
would
he
it.
lived down the street
from the school. My dad's jewelry store was down the street, Trouble Creek, and we were walking the same direction after school. He's like, hey, come to my house. And I became fast friends with him. He had 6 brothers and sisters. His dad was a huge Beatles fan.
When did he pass away?
God, when did James pass away? He had to pass away 2008.
What was
maybe?
the drug? Coke, crack?
No, pain medication.
Oh, man, that's killed. That was a lot of killers. In
And
2008.
he was probably my closest friend all through from elementary school, graduating high school.
Wow. Sorry about that.
Either way, it's that's what we talked about. But let me ask you a question. You know, I want to know about some excuses. Like, what is an excuse you use to get out of something?
Oh, I mean,
My dog is gay.
Do you have?
no, but
Your dog is
seriously,
gay?
your
How
dog
do you
is
know?
gay?
Did you fuck it?
I
Did you masturbate it, since that's the thing?
Yeah,
you
yeah.
kind of into that.
I
sort
don't know.
of
I was
thing.
just kidding. I don't know.
I mean, I use excuses. I mean, I should do more in my profession, but I don't because of my ethics. But in my life with my wife, I mean, I probably use a lot of excuses to try to get out of something, or I'll try to make
You
it
don't
deal.
have like one thing you use like to get out. I have a couple.
Give me
Now,
an
I'm afraid to
example.
give it away because now if I do, you're like, oh, Eric's just lying.
No, give me an example.
Am I feeling well? That's a good one. Diarrhea. If you tell someone you have diarrhea,
I
it
get
does
it.
a couple things. People like,
Oh,
stay
you're just
home.
talking about in general, like not on a
Yeah,
day.
yeah.
Okay.
How about the Peter Han excuse? I have a headache.
You know, he really does
that's a
have a
pretty
headache.
all the time.
I don't know. Diarrhea is
Yeah,
the
but
best
he
one.
probably does it. Listen, he had that incident that probably he does
From
have
30 years
headaches, from 30 years ago. I mean, you know.
Do you know what else is good about diarrhea? It's also great to get off the phone with somebody. If you're talking to somebody and you don't know how to get off the phone, just tell them you have diarrhea. Like, oh man, you need to go.
Oh, well, you don't know me and our family. We'll get on the phone while we'll be FaceTiming
drop
while
deuces
we're
while
dropping
we're on the
deuces. We're all on the phone with each other.
That's
My dad, my uncle, me.
But not everybody likes that. Because
Yeah.
I talk to some people and they hang up the phone. They don't like that I'm talking to them while I'm on the toilet.
Yeah,
I don't mind when you're on the
Yeah.
toilet, as long as I don't see you.
feel like we've been-
I'm not watching the whole thing. I'm just seeing your face. Sometimes you get a little bloated, so I know you're pushing a little. Like I know there's a little
You turn
pushing.
red
Okay.
or you get red.
I turn around, you get red. dude.
What is that, Anthony? What are you trying to tell me?
Show me. Wipe it. Wipe it.
No, but there are
Wipe
certain
it.
people. Alan, our cousin Alan,
He
if I'm
hangs up the
calling him,
phone.
he hangs up. He
He
goes,
did
"What are
that
you
with me.
pooping?" I go, "Yes." He goes, "Bye."
Actually, he called me.
My
because
sister,
he
my
did the
sister
same-
Shiva does the same. Hangs up on me when I'm pooping. She doesn't like me calling when I'm pooping. Mom, I would never call while pooping. I just wouldn't do it. I mean, that would be a problem.
You can say dropping deuces. It's
Dropping
less-
deuces, yeah. Well, I say pooping still. I say pooping. What do you say? You call deuces or pooping? Pooping. It's pooping.
I mean, yeah, I don't really. I'm also like that. I like to be in peace. Like my wife loves to be like, "Babe, where are you?" Like, I'm in the bathroom. What are you doing? I'm like, can I just shit?
Having a bar mitzvah lesson.
Yeah, I'm like, she loves to. Just, I feel like she does it on purpose.
While you're there, because that's your peace time. I love.
She did it while we were on vacation. Are you having your big poop yet? I'm like, I just want. Can I just
She
shit?
sounds like Merle Rosenblatt.
Are you having your big poop, Rosenblatt?
She really, God bless her. She wants to make sure I'm okay, but it's just like, look, if I was something
Listen,
wrong.
Elvis Presley died on the
Listen,
toilet.
people could die while pooping.
Yeah,
Like, when
you
I-
push
let me
too
tell you,
hard.
when I push too hard, I get nervous. I'm like,
You lose-
could you imagine this is the way you go?
Hold on.
I've actually
You
thought
see
that.
stars? You
While
see
I-
stars?
Yes, I've saw that before, and I'm thinking to myself,
You push it too hard.
could you imagine you dying this way, like while that would suck. Now that we talk about death sometimes on the show, that would be shitty way to die.
poop
I have
from
guilt
me.
poop because I'm sometimes dropping deuces in the toilet, and my wife's like, "Daniel, where are you? You do nothing." Of course you're in the bathroom. I'm like,
No, but that's like
quietly.
to me.
I feel guilty
That's when I
pooping.
like to call people. I like to talk to people. I read emails. I text. That's my like time for myself.
Oh, no,
I sit there for a long time.
I'm
not a
I'm
fast.
a fast goer.
I'm
I
a
don't-
45 minutes.
I don't sit there for long periods of time.
No,
I
I'm
go. I'm very regular. But
I'm regular, but I like to sit there. Like I just like sit and take your time.
you're the guy that when you get up, your
Yes.
your
What do you
knees
mean?
are red.
Knees are
Yeah.
red. So your foot, it feels like it's dead.
What?
Yeah, dead. Like I stand up, I have to wait for my foot to
Your
wake
feet
up.
go sleep?
My feet go to sleep.
You have a problem.
Yes.
That's not healthy. You can create hemorrhoids that way.
So we're switching over. I see what Eric's doing. We're switching over to a new segment.
Yeah. And speaking of
Okay.
speaking of shits, so me and Daniel have been having a lot of fun. I feel like Instagram and social media is just a place for deprivery. It's a place for debauchery, deprivery, and craziest things we've seen.
Would you say depriety?
I didn't say the
I don't know if
word.
deprivery is a word.
I will
I
say.
made up a new word.
Oh, you made up a word.
I just want to say something, a little background. Eric and myself have decided, I think it's a great idea, that we're going to start slowly segmenting in funny videos, whether it's stuff that we've done, stuff that we've seen online, stuff that we're just laughing our asses off. And I think we're going to start testing this, and we obviously we value your input as well.
Send us your clips.
Exactly, or your input or comments or
or
likes,
your own, even
subscribe.
your own personal. We'll play them.
Absolutely.
I mean,
So
not
we-
just stuff from
We do it-
Instagram or
exactly.
Facebook.
So we have a few we want to discuss,
So
and
we call this, since we've been talking about shitting and just having who goes faster and having a private place to poop. We call this the sidewalk shitter.
No way.
This is crazy. How does he?
Oh my
Dude.
god. Oh my god.
Dude, it's a
Oh my
perfect.
God.
No, but it's a perfect
turn that
aim.
off. I
It's
see,
the
I
way-
can't watch that
Anthony,
kind of
it's
shit.
perfect. It's
Yeah,
almost
but
like a
that-
laser
that
beam.
means he had
Anthony,
clearly diarrhea. or
anybody
something.
that can
he
poop
had
like
the
that
shit.
and target has that's like an
Out of
X.
the way so you can see.
That's an X-Men
No,
power.
this is crazy.
That's X-Men.
Yeah, no, but he had clearly he had
Anthony,
diarrhea. Oh
he
my
even-
god! Turn that off.
Why? But
I
that's
can't
the
watch
thing.
that one, man.
Anthony, this
I
only
can't
gets
watch
worse
people
from here.
poop.
Get ready.
when you're running the first and you feel something burst, diarrhea.
Oh my god!
When you're running the second and you feel something pleasant,
Oh,
diarrhea.
oh my
Diarrhea.
I mean,
when you're running the
and he
third
used-
and you feel
Well,
a
at least
big
he
turd,
didn't
diarrhea.
use his hands to wipe himself. I mean,
I mean,
he's
how-
God. Yeah,
what
what
is
is he
going
doing? What is he
on?
doing after that? I didn't even think about what's he doing after that. He just stuck back on it. With that was
he'll
a
go
diarrhea poopy.
I'm sure he'll go quietly and wipe himself somewhere
What
else.
are you doing? Or what are you eating? I mean, it's like a projectile. It's not like he's just dropping a deuce.
It's
This is
actually
like,
a perfect projecile.
I mean, that is some of the craziest shit.
It's funny.
I've
What?
ever seen.
Funny. Somebody
This shit's
from
nasty.
your.
And this is what he sent to me. This is what I look. I agree with Anthony. I don't really like these.
I don't
videos,
love that one.
But when I saw it, I
It's
was
a little
like,
crazy.
what the?
No, I love it.
Where's the one Daniel told me
Hold on,
about?
hold on,
with
we'll
the
get
one-
to that.
Okay,
We'll
I'm
get there.
excited about
There's some
that
funny
one.
ones.
You told me.
So these two girls, I found them recently, Tammy and Crystal, and they discussed their feminine hygiene. I want you to listen to what they're saying.
I
Now,
can only
I'm
imagine.
gonna preface this. These girls are sitting in their car. They are large and in charge. They're eating fast food and they're discussing their lady part. I'm just gonna play and let you guys decide this for yourself.
I'm happy to get it off my chest and, let everybody know that's been wondering. So you want to go first or? I'll go. Okay.
This is kind of my thing. They always say like beauty is in the eye of the beholder, or whatever that means. My cooter, sometimes they call it coochie, is an acquired taste or smell. My husband Ronnie often says it smells like onions.
Oh no, this is staged.
and some
This
other
has.
stuff.
Hold on.
He likes it. The boyfriend I had in high school couldn't stand it. So it's an acquired taste. If you like seafood,
Oh.
like an oniony based soup,
Oh my god! No, this can't be real. They
No,
know.
They're sitting there.
I think about 1 to 2 feet from me is the
Oh.
range.
Yeah. I don't smell it anymore because I'm used to it. But
Oh.
when I first met you, I did smell it for sure.
And
Oh.
they're eating McDonald's.
What do you mean smell it? Is she in
Yeah.
Bart? Is she tasting it too?
Yeah.
No, what do you mean
Oh.
tasting it?
She said she smells it. How is she smelling
Hold on,
it?
hold on, hold on.
Listen, you're not listening.
Yeah, mine fucking stinks. I'm not gonna lie.
Oh.
I use Dawn dish soap on it, and that really, really, really gets it clean. And when I'm
Dawn
in the
dish
shower,
soap? No.
I'll smell fresh and clean for about
12 minutes.
12 minutes. 12 minute mark, it just goes back to it.
You're fresh, fully clean.
I'm trying to change it.
Oh.
I guess that's just my natural.
Well, I feel like
I'm gonna stop.
I
right
feel like
there.
these are perfect specimens for a douche commercial.
It's like a natural. That's her natural smell. Like these girls are just sitting. Like God bless them that they're that open to talk
I love
about their
it.
cooters.
Yeah, I love it. Cooters, I love that name. I haven't heard Cooter in a long time.
Brought to you by Calgon. Oh my God, that's nasty.
Wow.
There are so many good ones.
Where's the one? Daniel told me one about
Hold on, let's first go
an
to
escalator.
Okay.
Oh, that was-
I
my
have
God.
to see this escalator.
It's just the music that builds up. It's
The
beautiful.
problem with the escalator that I'm gonna say is that it's, in my opinion, it's just this is why I fear about getting old. I feel about getting old because like I'm just gonna play it and you can take a look for yourself.
But
Come on, let me turn the sound on.
Okay, what is she doing?
oh,
Daniel walked down the aisle and was
God.
wedding the. She's like a witch riding the.
she goes on the broom like it's a
she got
broomstick.
stuck because her.
Yeah.
Oh.
And then he's like, "Oh, honey, let me help you."
Oh my God.
Oh, there I go.
Oh.
And then then she flips over.
Oh. Oh
I'm
my
sorry,
God.
it's the music.
No, this is terrible.
No, but it's just
This is what
poetic.
Daniel sends me.
It's
Jesus.
I've never laughed so hard. I don't know why. I watched it like 100 times.
I don't like seeing old people.
Anthony,
go
you
through
gotta
that.
look past. They're fine, obviously.
By the way, Daniel walked
My
down the
God.
aisle to this song. So all I can tell you is
Good
that
memory. I didn't remember that.
you must have a friend chat, and I promise you that if anybody saw what people sent you normally in your friend chat, they'd be like, "Man, you are effed up. What the hell is wrong with you?" And sometimes Daniel sends me these things. When he sent me this, I'm like,
I thought it was.
I don't
classic.
want to laugh because it's disturbing and upsetting, but it's
Come on,
like
man.
it's a little funny.
It's a little sad, but
Little sad,
funny.
little
But I
funny.
can see the humor in it. As long as they're okay with it. I wish they had a thing saying they were okay. They didn't get hurt in the making of this
I'm
video.
sure they got hurt, but I don't know how, I don't know how hurt they are. But it's funny because earlier we talked about how we talked about in the earlier episode that we didn't air, but we talked about how Britney Spears.
Oh,
Love that girl.
She is
Britney, bitch.
I love Britney Spears.
I don't know why.
I love the fact that she's at home making videos. It's her dancing, just being her nutty
Just stay
self.
out of there.
She's dirty.
She's
I love
out of it. Don't you feel sorry for her?
I do
There's
not.
something clearly off with her.
I wouldn't.
I mean, I'm not judging her, Brittany. If you ever see this, Brittany, I'm not judging you, but you look very.
you are
But she
judging her.
looks a little. I mean, she doesn't look healthy.
I'm gonna look. The thing that I would say here is I love the tagline. I love dance parties, especially with my new lion, and there's like a lion head. Yeah, there is a zebra outside too. And I read that, and I'm like, what the F is going on with Britney? And then I watched it,
Oh hell
and
yeah,
I'm like,
dude! Single
me more
Daniel,
Britney.
single
Wait a
Daniel.
second. You see her?
Give me. Oh yeah.
Are those see-through? Those things?
This.
no, she's wearing.
But look at this outfit.
She's obviously.
She's
if I
on-
may, she's obviously on something.
She's on something.
She's obviously
Like,
on
you're-
something.
I almost feel like you're making fun of her.
I'm not. No, I love her.
I know you do, but
I'm all
I'm
for it.
saying you don't see the
She's
feeling
got-
sorry for her part. Like she's on something,
Anthony.
clearly.
Anthony, nobody feels sorry for me, and I look like an idiot. Who cares?
I mean,
She's dancing.
Britney Spears has got to be worth what, 40, 50, $100 million?
She
More.
could be a lot more if she's been making.
She's doing just fine. If this
great.
is look, and if this is how she wants to,
Look at her. She's making hand signals. Just give me 9 hours with her as a single Daniel overnight.
Listen, I was a Britney fan growing up. I'm feeling more sorry for her. I don't know. I see these videos and I feel like I want to talk to her and help her.
Talk to her.
I don't know. I want to chat with her and say, listen, get off the stuff.
I would
she's great.
love for Britney to maybe to get the help that maybe that she needs, but the videos that she puts out
Oh, I love her.
it's just
Keep it going,
her
Britney.
at home dancing. Here's another one.
Jesus.
And they're always her. It's always in the same place.
So
I
she,
feel like she's just having a good time.
She's having a
You know
blast.
what? She could be outside driving drunk, running people
so
over.
instead, you're saying
instead-
get high at home and show the world.
Yeah, if you're gonna get
dead.
high,
Right.
don't endanger others. Just endanger yourself. And if you need help,
I
please,
guess-
by all means, go get help.
I guess if you look at it from that perspective, I see it now a little differently.
You know what it is?
Isn't she still doing her Las Vegas shows?
No.
No, I think-
Okay, she's done with that, right? I wasn't
I
sure.
don't think this girl right now could be doing shows, real shows. I don't know.
love her.
I'm talking. I don't know her. I don't know her personally.
Oh, you got to play the Doris funeral. Now, listen to this. If I die, hold on. Rest in peace, Doris. If I die, this is exactly how I want my Anthony, make sure my funeral
Let me
is
see.
like this.
I want to know if this is real.
Let me
It's
see.
absolutely
I don't know if
real.
it's real or not, but whatever. It's hysterical.
I love it. Maximize it.
Oh, my
Oh,
God.
man,
I
it
need to put the
is-
sound on for this because
This is
What is it? So this is a
Watch.
funeral.
So you see, just we're
Watch.
gonna set it up. It's a guy.
love it.
He's not wearing a shirt. He's standing behind the casket with a
No, but listen how he starts.
DJ set up
Anthony.
and signs that say "In loving memory
Of Doris.
of Doris."
Anthony, make sure you set
Doris
my
McDonald.
funeral up like
Okay.
this. I want to
No problem.
Rest in peace, Doris. DJ Audio.
People are walking out.
DJ
Okay,
Aldo.
some people got fantastic. That is paying
Wait a sec.
true
What
homage.
I'm trying to understand here is this her like grandson? Like what made him
Probably,
think
who
he can
knows?
do this at an old woman's
Maybe she
funeral?
liked house
That's her
music.
favorite grandson for sure. Rave to the grave. Read the comics. Rest in peace, Doris. I can tell from this you were a real one.
Yeah, Doris like house music, dirty house. She
Can I pre-book you
I
for
love it.
mine?
I
Yeah,
think
but
it's fantastic.
clearly some people were offended in the.
Well, you
in
know
the-
what?
in the
You know
crowd.
what? You know what I think about that? Oh no, I broke this
We
again.
broke it again. We keep breaking our thing.
Monkey feelings. Damn it.
Really? So this? I mean, that is weird. That is. I mean, these are some
It's
weird.
terrible.
And that's the kind of music Daniel listens to on a regular basis.
Oh, which we can go back to our episode
Yeah,
last week.
yeah, if
Can
you
you
don't
imagine
like it,
being
no.
in hell and you got rave all day? But now,
that
you know,
is hell.
we are.
Oh shit.
Oh, good job, Daniel.
You
I don't
know,
want to
we're coming to the end of the show this week, but we
Whoa,
are.
whoa, whoa, whoa,
Whoa.
whoa, whoa! We have not come
Oh,
to the
sorry.
end of the
No,
show.
I'm sorry,
Thank
everybody.
you for ending the show early.
Oh, okay.
I know
Sorry.
you don't look at the 45-minute mark,
Okay.
Anthony.
Sorry.
We have another 70 minutes to go.
Ah.
There are two other things that I want to do.
Okay.
There are cringe. There's this guy. It is so cringe. I can't explain it. This
It's
is
another video.
It's a
Okay.
dating video. There's two. I'm going to show you one from the 80s. It's a VHS. So back in the 80s, before there was a swipe to the left, swipe to the right, and Tinder, there was a thing called VHS, where you go to a place, a dating service, and they would ask you questions and they would record you, and then people could ski your video
Oh, I didn't know
and
that.
decide if they wanted to date you or not.
So you
Based
got
on-
one of these VHS
Oh,
ones.
it's a whole Instagram, and it's awesome. I'm all
Okay,
for
guys,
it.
I'm actually excited
I'm
about
going to show you one. This is a gentleman named Perry,
it. Okay.
and Perry's looking for love.
Perry.
Love this guy.
Take care of my three daughters, a mom for them and a hot mama for me. I have not been in love, much to the chagrin of my first
Chagrin.
wife. I would describe myself as a success. If you're looking for a guy who makes $51K a year, for a guy who's got a convertible, I'm your man.
And a
If you're
convertible.
looking for a guy who's adventurous and sexy, let's just say that next to my waterbed is a whipped cream and some cherries.
Oh.
Oh, this guy likes to live on the edge here.
You know, he's got dad's stash.
Very good impressions. Johnny Carson.
It's so great because it's so
80s.
dated.
It's so
Waterbed.
80s. It
And
is
he-
Johnny
Waterbed.
Carson.
And he
The
obviously thought
convertible.
he was cool.
Yeah, saying it, the convertible. 51K. That was a lot of money then. I mean, all those things.
Oh, those suspenders, they're just holding up this guy's confidence.
And I will, while people are eating, I'll start talking to them. I'm the kind of guy who will bring out the best in a night. My ideal romantic partner is
Oh my God, he looks like my dad.
Easton.
Jesus.
You look like Sheila
High
Easton.
heels, and lots of crimson lipstick as well.
Wow.
That's just a thing I like.
It's so 80s. Very
The looks on
80s.
his face, and he's got like this.
Very
He
80s.
thinks he's the coolest guy in the room. Like he thinks this is.
But you know, good for him, though.
Hot mama for me.
hot
Look at
mama.
that.
Ah, everybody wants a hot mama.
I have
That was
not been
good.
in love it, to my chagrin of my
Who
ex-wife.
says chagrin? You know what? I heard
Who
that in a
says
rap
chagrin?
song one. I think Beastie Boys once said it. Chagrin or something.
So
One of
hold
the
on.
rap songs. Yeah, they actually said the word
And
chagrin.
here's another interesting one. So we'll do more VHS dating coming up because I find them so interesting. But here's one. This is women in jail looking for love, and you can send them
That's
money,
crazy.
and you can talk with them, and then when they get out, you can date them.
Okay.
And this is Kendra Lynn James,
Let's see Kendra. Let's see Kendra. Oh.
and
To James, I'm at Pocatello Women's Correctional Center. I'm here doing a stint of time. I got a robbery beef and a possession charge.
That's not that bad. She's fine.
she's kind of hot, right?
She's kinda hot.
Though. I'm a mom. I'm trying to get my life together. And I'm just looking for somebody to vibe with. I'm fun. I'm flirtatious.
Very
and I'm
fetishy.
fine.
Guys love this stuff.
Yeah,
Wanna
yeah.
hit me up?
And she's on JPay, so it's an app called JPay.
Write me a letter, something.
JPay, if you want us to sponsor,
Is that a real-
It's a real thing.
For women in prison.
Yeah, jail pay. It's basically jail pay, so you can give them money. She's got a robbery. I love reading the
The comments.
fun, flirtatious, fine, and a felon. I know where she is all the time. I have relatively no competition, no pop-in. The best part is if this goes really well, George Costanza.
Oh my God.
That's so great. Glad she kept it 100. She must confess I'm more.
She's not a bad-looking woman, this one. She's kind of got a weight to her.
How old is this? Like 30 years old? What are we going back? How far are we going back?
No, this
here?
is recent. These are, J-App.
Go to
J-App, J-Pay, or whatever. I mean, this is new. They didn't have apps back in the 80s.
Got a business for everything.
Yeah, we're gonna do a lot more of these dating. There's other. So you got the old 80s. You have these women in prison, and then you got this guy. I don't even know what this guy is, but he does something with his tooth at the end that just it
gets you.
You just have to watch. And this guy, I don't know who would date this. I just want to know, would you date this guy? Because I'm not sure.
Well, I wouldn't date any guy, but
not you. I'm talking about to the audience.
Okay.
Hello, sexy vegan ladies.
Sex and
My
vegan
name is
ladies.
John Sackars. I am a 40-year-old vegan superhero from Niagara Falls, Ontario, Canada. I have received
Weird-ass Canadians.
He's got a sex. Hold on, listen to this.
some vegan massage oil on it, and then rub my head on your body. I can rub it on your belly and make your tummy feel very.
What is this on? What site is this on?
I don't know idea.
Come on, man.
Removable tooth, which can be very sexy for role playing. For instance, you might have fantasies of having sex with an athlete, like a hockey player. Sometimes hockey players will lose a tooth when they get hit in the face with a puck. So I can give you a chance to live out your fantasies and have sex with multiple men.
What?
I'll show you.
Look.
Oh.
Looks like a tough guy. Like
What the heck is that?
Wait. It gets worse.
And I can put on wigs. I have like 6 different wigs.
6 different wigs.
He's not being serious here.
I agree.
This is acting.
I agree.
Oops.
But there are people like this. To him, he might be being serious.
He hit a little
licking
food on
it.
it. Hit a little food on it.
My God.
Oh.
I've seen it all.
Oh God. That makes me more nauseous than the guy poop squatting.
No, the poop squatting.
Look at the comments. I'm so glad I ain't a vegan lady.
Oh God.
How am I still single?
Oh my God. Oh.
Hello, sexy vegan ladies.
Oh.
Jeez, that's weird, man.
You know, I have a famous quote from
If
that
he's
one.
joking, he's hilarious.
I just want to say you've just given me my end of the episode quote, basically from the landlady who also, from the movie Kingpin, who also was able to remove her teeth. You really jarred something loose there, Tiger, because that's all right. And she removed all her teeth.
You got months in the middle of nowhere.
Well, to finish our week, it is FSU Miami week. Tomorrow morning, 6 in the morning. On the way, I get to see my son, which is amazing always. And we get to go to FSU Miami this weekend. Miami, this is your weekend to show bloody the world that this ain't the Miami from the last 25 years. This is the new Miami Hurricanes, and we are on our way to the national fucking championship.
And the Dolphins are going to kick the shit out of Carolina Panthers.
God damn it. Don't ruin the mood. This is Mario. This is your time to show that it ain't just transfer portal. This ain't just NIL, which you're the best at. No one claims you're not great at that. This is now big season game. We got to win it. Our season is right in front of us. There's no dominant team in college football right now. This is the Canes' chance. It really is. I feel it.
Don't crystal ball it.
Don't crystal ball
It's
it.
October.
Halloween, baby. Halloween. We love
your
you.
feelings, everybody.
Like,
Come back
subscribe,
next week.
comment,
We got ya.
talk,
We love ya.
read,
Don't stop
comment.
believing.
I don't understand all of it, but you guys, I got some great
You know
comments
what
this
to
week,
do.
and we responded.
Don't play like feelings. That's right. F your feelings.
You silly, silly boy.